How's it going, everybody? Gonna do a drink review here today, and a good old whispering ramble. No gum chewing this time, but the drink I got is another Prime lemon lime flavored. I actually got this from Stop and Shop. It's only $2.50 compared to the two that they were on clearance in that 7-Eleven. So whatever. This does have some kind of crud on it. I don't know. I assume that would have happened when it's being unpacked. I don't know, but the seal is intact, so that's good enough for me. It smells like lemon lime. It has a stronger lemon lime smell than a taste. It isn't bad though, but it's a very subtle. It's not. It doesn't have much of a taste. It's not bad though. It's probably the weakest of the prime hydration drinks that I've had. I'm getting more of a lemony taste than a lime. Yeah, I don't know. It's not even that bad. It's just almost. It's not strong enough for that taste, so it's almost just like I'm drinking nothing. If that even makes sense, but all right, I'll give this a score in a few minutes. Keep drinking, but I'm gonna ramble here for a little bit, not too long. I am gonna do my spy. I mentioned it in what video was it? I think it was the Blu-ray pickups vid, and one of you had commented saying I should do it. So that's all I need. One person tells me to do it, I'm gonna do it. I would have done it regardless, I think. Because I was going to show my 007 games, and then I was like, you know what? I might as well just make it spy games because I have more. I have other spy games. And then I was thinking, because I'm like, what kind of... Because I was like, what is considered a spy game? Obviously, 007's, Mission Impossibles. One that I didn't even begin to think of, and I was like, oh yeah, the Splinter Cell series. I only have one Splinter Cell game at the moment. I actually want to get some of the original Xbox. I think there's 3 on the original Xbox. Was it the first one? Pandora Tomorrow and Chaos Theory. And Metal Gear as well. The Metal Gear games. So I have one of those. I should pick. I mean, you know what? I'm going to end up eventually getting that Metal Gear Solid pack that's out now. I don't want to pay what is it like even $60 or $50 new? If it's on sale for like $30, I'll do it. I feel like $50, $60 is too much for that. I know it's got the NES games on there too, I believe, right? I might as well just do that if that was the case. Although the Metal Gear Solid games are fairly cheap, especially Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater are not expensive. I don't even think the ones on the end. Well, the second one might be the first Metal Gear. I don't even think it's got that much value either. Speaking of that, I just thought of another fucking spy game that I have. I'm glad I thought about that. Because I would have forgotten it probably. But and I was like, and then I was looking up online even too, and then people were like putting Assassin's Creed in there and Hitman. I'm like, well, Hitman. I mean, technically spies can, are sometimes killers as well, but Hitman, I feel like it's a specific thing. But I guess it could be considered an Assassin's Creed. It's like, yeah, I mean, you're stealthy and stuff, but they're more stealth games, I feel, than like a traditional spy game. I'm gonna go 6 on this one. It just doesn't have a strong enough taste, and I kind of like lemon lime flavored stuff, but it's just not a strong enough taste, especially compared to their other ones that were much stronger in what they were supposed to taste like. It's not bad, but I don't know. flavor in there, but yeah, I want to do that. And then I had mentioned, I think it was also, no, what was that in? Shit. Oh, that was in the What I've Been Playing video, I think. Yeah, well, I'm filming this the same day I put that up, so that was Wednesday, jeez. Yeah, so I did a show and tell video game maps in the past, but I mentioned doing it again, and someone commented, and I might get more comments on that, but to do it, so I will show those again, kind of show and tell it, and I don't think I'm the only one that likes the map sound of like map open. I mean, like a poster sound as well. Let's see, what am I looking for here? Oh, I wanted to look and see when I did the map one. It had to have been a while. I mean, I'm just curious now. I would see. Let me just put maps. It should come up. Wow, oh my god, that was 3 years ago. Goodness. Wow, okay. January 20th, 2021, so it was over 3 years now. Long overdue, I suppose, right? It makes a great sound. I'd always even before I knew what ASMR was, I would watch people's collection videos, and sometimes they would, open up a thing, pull out a map, and just kind of open it. Or like a little, the little insert posters you used to get in like NES games. I think Genesis games had them, Super Nintendo games as well. Probably actually up until the Nintendo 64, I believe they were in too. Sometimes it would be for an upcoming game, sometimes it would just be for the game. You'd get a little poster. I think I actually might. Yes, no, I should. I have to check because I think I got the Mission Impossible one for the N64 when I got those game boxes, even though I didn't get a Mission Impossible game box, but I'll have to check. So I'll grab whatever I can in that vein and do that. It doesn't have to be just maps. I might grab a few, like if I can find little game posters, I'll do that as well. But that should be fun. We don't get game maps often these days. That's why the fact that like Sinking City had one. Skyrim, I think, is still even like the 50th edition of Skyrim has one. Did Metal Gear Solid 5 have a map? No, I don't think so. You used to get them back in the day, like Final Fantasy games and shit would have maps. Star Tropics, I think, had one, And then Super Nintendo and Genesis games, certain ones would have maps. Mostly RPGs would have them. But yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, what else is going on? Oh, I got an eating video too. Do a peanut butter sandwiches video. I'm sure I've done that too. Let's take a look when I last did that. I like to kind of know because I obviously have no problem doing a duplicate video. Obviously, I've done plenty of game collections, and those will usually change because a few different games that I have in there. I've done it with obviously barbershop videos and shit like that as well. And the game store role plays. So let's see when I last did that. That might be somewhat recent. That could have easily been it has to have been in the last year. I'm just gonna put peanut. I know I did an eating peanuts video too. Peanut M&Ms, Reese's peanut butter cups, all the peanut soup. Wow. That was 11 months ago. March 12th, so almost a year. Close to a year. People seem to like it. I thought I didn't eat. Yeah, I definitely did. Let me type in peanuts, because I definitely did an eating peanuts video. Oh, I've done a couple. 3. I did one with drinking beer. Oh, okay, that was a request. Was that put up during that run I had? was not. Did well. Ow, I'm just gonna crack my ankle. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm just gonna ramble on about some stuff. I was watching something. What the fuck was it? I don't know. Oh yeah, I said we watched Argyle, didn't I? Yeah, I mentioned it in one of the other videos. It wasn't bad. It wasn't that great. I'm kind of glad I didn't see it in the theater. I was hoping it would have been better. Not that it was bad, but I was hoping it would be better. I want to say, I thought I watched something and I can't. Oh yeah, okay. It was the Please Don't Destroy guys. I guess they started on YouTube and now they're on SNL. They do like kind of like Lonely Island and even like Kyle Mooney and what's the other guy's name? Beck. They used to do their stuff too. Like they're like kind of like I would say weird. Theirs were Kyle and Beck's were definitely the strangest. But they do just like they don't really pop up in sketches. And once or twice you'll see them randomly, but they do those things, and they're usually funny. Actually, they did one with hard seltzers where like the guy's drinking J.C. Penney hard seltzers, and it goes crazy from there. Their kind of sketches always escalate further and further. Like there's a road trip one with Jenna Ortega when she hosts. That was funny. But they did a movie called what was it? The Treasure of Foggy Mountain. I'm like, I want to watch that. It was pretty good. It was pretty funny. It was just their humor, just for a longer movie with the basic story where the one friend feels like the other two are leaving him type thing that you've seen in tons of movies. But it was pretty good. Conan O'Brien was in there for a little bit. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was the last thing I watched that the other day, I think. What was I gonna? I don't know why I'm struggling to ramble. I still got to do a card unboxing. Someone else mentioned that in the comment. I wanted to do one like a couple of months ago, but I just didn't end up buying a thing of cards. It was nothing that was really grabbing me. I thought, I'm looking at like the older stuff on eBay. I might end up picking up like I think it was a 91 upper deck of NFL football cards. I used to have a bunch of those back in the day, and it's a cheap box, and there's a lot of good rookies in there. I'm not talking like price value wise, but Brett Favre's in there and shit like that. Or maybe another old upper deck hockey box as well. Those aren't expensive. And one of the baseball upper deck boxes is not over, and I'm talking like 40 or less. And back then you'd get like 36 packs. No, yeah, maybe 36 packs. Jeez, was it? Or was it 32? It's a lot. And you'd get 12 cards a pack back then. It ain't like it fucking is now. What is a box now? Like an upper deck hockey box be 24 packs at like 8 cards a pack. They gave you more. I mean, granted, although the NHL sets are still very big. I mean, they do it in 2 series, and they used to back then too. But the NFL ones, I don't. And maybe they had a high number series, but they were very. The small amount of cards were in them. Let me look up UD baseball. I'm gonna also do the PSN store in that view. Somebody was mentioned doing it in that view a while back, and I finally did it the other day with the Xbox. And I will do it with the PlayStation as well. Probably the Switch also. Oh, I suck at doing this. Is it 91 or is it even 90? I don't know. Yeah, 91.54. It's got to be 90. 89's the one with Griffey, so that one's expensive. It might be 90. Yes, wow. That's under. Oh no, I saw the shipping is 5. The shipping's 15, so it would be about 30. What did you get in there? It's not going to say it on the description. Let me read it. You get 15 cards per pack in this one. I don't even know how many packs they were shoving in here. I had a bunch of these too when I was younger. I had a lot of these years, like 90, like baseball from like 86, 85, 86 to like 93. I just had a ton. Let's see if it has it in the description. No, I mean, I sometimes when I write a description for a game or something, like I'm telling you that this guy scratches on it, I'm telling you the flaws in the artwork or the manual. If there's like a rip on the plastic on the case, you know, like these other people just like write like game used. Look at pictures, like the pictures don't always tell a story. Maybe I just do too much. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It's 36 packs a box and 15 cards. Now, like I said, this set's worth like 700 cards, possibly even 800. I don't even know. There's a lot of cards in there. The sets are smaller now, but they could give you a 12 per pack if they wanted to. The funny thing is, cards have always been, I mean, they're pricier now than they were then. But even back then, you know, I would buy boxes of the Upper Deck hockey back then, and they would be like 50, 60 bucks. So, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I guess if you get a new Upper Deck box now, like the retail box is almost the same as a hobby box. I think there's slight differences, but you're still getting the same amount of packs and cards. You might get like a couple more special cards out of the hobby box. Because even out of the retail NHL boxes I've gotten recently, you still get the jersey card with a piece of jersey on it and shit. I don't know what else they had in the other one, but and you're still getting 6 Young Guns. Unless it's less now, I don't know. Is it less per pack than it used to be? It's kind of fun, you know. I don't. Whenever I buy cards, I'm not buying them with the thought in mind, like, you know, it'd be cool if you bought an NHL box and you get like the hot rookie, like the McDavid or the Matthews or whatever. That has legit value, but I'm not sitting here looking like, oh, I can't wait to buy these cards and they're going to be worth thousands. You know, I just look at them because, you know, people like collecting them. They look nice in a binder, you know. You go through your binder and you're like, ah, shit. It's also nostalgic too, especially buying the older stuff. If you were growing up, whenever era you were, you know, you were young and really collecting your cards. Like I go back and get those, you know, and they're cheap. They're cheaper now. Some are still some of the basketball cards, the Fleer Ultras from back then. Some of the Upper Decks, hoops, shit like that is fucking pricey for NBA. I did the unboxing of the Upper Deck one, the first season they did it. I think it was 91, 92. And that one I got for like 40 or 50, which was a really good deal. I think it might have been 50. It was a really good deal. But I have to be in the mood to get cards, you know. Like I want to be in the mood, be all excited, you know. When we do move, like I might, you know, because you have limited space in an apartment. I can grab a couple more binders, you know, and put them on a shelf and shit like that. And not go nuts with cards, but, you know, buy the sets I liked back then and maybe... Because it's a costly hobby. Like, I would never go nuts because card collecting is not cheap. It is not cheap. And you can't even find tons of places that will just sell single packs. Like some of the convenience stores are the card stores, not sport cards, but like greeting cards, whatever, Valentine's Day, Christmas, shit like that, will sometimes have packs. Like that's when I first started to buy cards again. I think it was 14, 15. I bought from a place over by the King Cullen in Massapequa. Or is it King Cullen anymore? I don't know. I was like, oh shit, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna grab like 4 packs of hockey cards. I haven't done it in so long. But even then, it's hard to find, you know, single packs. And it's hard, at least, even on Long Island, you can find a few dedicated sport card stores, but a few have opened over the past 15 years and they disappear in 6 months because I guess it's just a hard kind of thing. I think it's easier for and David Adams has their store. That's where I will buy boxes from sometimes if it's not eBay. Or like the blasters off Amazon. I have gotten a few blasters from like in Florida. I got them from the Walmart, but like the hobby boxes, you're not gonna find it in Walmart. But it's kind of like, okay, you want to get those. There's not like this. Find single packs, and like back in the day, there was a lot of hobby card, sport cards, hobby stores, like all over the place, and then no one gave a flying fuck about cards for a while, apparently. And I mean, except the strong collectors, but I'm talking about like people buying them just randomly from places. Like they went away. But I have this Incredible Hulk. I was looking at the price on this on eBay. I think I'm gonna try to sell this, but it doesn't have much value, so I'm gonna probably lot a couple of the games I have together to get rid of some of the ones that I really don't have any interest in playing. But yeah, that's just a lemon lime prime drink review. Did I say 6.5? I'm gonna go 6. I changed it if I did. Go 6.5 before. A 6 out of 10. It's just a basic one. It's the weakest of the prime hydration drinks that I've had. And just ramble about some stuff, upcoming videos and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.